When you buy an AP as a watch, I don't buy it to read the time.
This should be like a coat. You don't buy an AP to read the time.
Well, they're not paid me for it, so they can't use it. Okay. See, luxury is a story. Okay, it's inspiration. When you want to sell luxury in Dubai now and in the future, you need storytellers in your sales teams. You don't need information givers. You drive in a Rolls Royce, people stop having conversations. They turn and look at you. There is a respect. There is a certain positioning and a social demand that comes automatically to you, a status demand. I can always argue there are better performing cars than those. But I'm not buying the car for its performance. I'm buying the car for the exclusivity and the status that it gives me. Have you ever seen anyone walk into a Lamborghini showroom and say, "Why is your car so expensive?"
No one has the audacity.
It's an insult to the brand. That's because the brand has proven itself on its performance. No, I don't have any favorite brands. If you ask me what is my favorite watch brand, I can't tell you that. It's not about that. I'm not a materialistically driven person.
If I want to buy you a gift, what do I buy?
Nothing. Just take my message to the rest of the city and help our boys do a great job in selling.
Hello guys, this is Taya from Mr. 8 Talks, and today I have a very special guest with me. He's one of my favorites. I am biased on that one, yes. Dr. Anand is here with us today, and today we're gonna talk about luxury in real estate. So if you know luxury real estate, or if you don't, stick with us and you'll learn a lot with you today. Hello.
Hi, thank you for having me back, Taya. You're also one of my favorite people in real estate, and so I'm looking forward to doing this podcast with you.
Okay, I can't hide my excitement. Okay, so tell me, the first question I'm gonna ask you is gonna be a very, very simple one for you, for sure. I first wanna tell our audience, what is the biggest difference between prices in luxury in Europe? Because this is an objection we get here in Dubai, and the prices of luxurious products or apartments or real estate here in Dubai.
All right. Okay. If let me give you the numbers that came out officially in the Knight Frank report.
Okay.
And these are square meter numbers, not square feet. So I want to make that clear, square meter, because sometimes people hear
Europeans
it
like
and
that.
then they quote it. Yeah, it's in square meters. If you look at the current price in square meters in Dubai, it's $3,850 for a square meter in luxury. If you look at London, it is $19,350.
Wow.
If you look at New York, it is $22,850. And if you look at Hong Kong, it is $28,300 for a square meter. Now, let's put those in comparisons. Let's just use some percentages. If you look at the prices right now, Singapore luxury segment is 65% more expensive than Dubai. If you look at London, central London is 70% more expensive than Dubai. Paris is 75% more expensive than Dubai. Sydney is 80% more expensive than Dubai. If you look at New York, we're talking Manhattan area, is 85% more expensive than Dubai. Hong Kong is 94% more expensive in Dubai. So when you look at the comparisons, we are winning it on price alone, hands down.
Yeah, exactly. So these figures that you just gave me are the reason everyone is coming to Dubai, you think? Or is there something else in our luxury segment that is attracting everyone to us?
Okay, in the luxury segment, I don't believe people are coming to Dubai because of the price of the luxury, because the kind of people who buy these products, the millionaires, centimillionaires, and the billionaires, for these people, those price points are not, they're buying in New York, they're buying in London anywhere at those prices.
Okay.
So they don't come, they've coming for 100 different reasons, because Dubai is becoming the best city in the world. But they have the added advantage that they can get the same quality lifestyle, if not better, at literally a throwaway price compared to where they are coming from. So it is another huge attraction. But I honestly don't think a billionaire or a centimillionaire is going to leave his country because I can get premium real estate at a very attractive price.
So based on this and this alone, what do you think actually defines luxury, or that's what we have luxury here in the country?
Okay, see, the first thing is luxury is perception, all right? What is luxury to you might not be luxury to me. What is luxury to a millionaire is average to a centimillionaire. What is luxury to the centimillionaire is again average to a billionaire. To a billionaire, it would be an island that would catch his imagination. So it is perception. That's the first thing. The unique difference in terms of luxury products which Dubai is offering compared to, let's say, the Europe or the US,
Exactly.
their value is based on history. It's based on the longevity. It's based on the past. It's based on nobility and aristocracies associated with mansions and castles and these large estates. So it is past based. So the past is what actually identifies the value of the property. With Dubai, it is the future. It is the technology and the future lifestyle, the iconic superstructures that we create. So it's actually what we offer as the lifestyle compared to what you get. It's historical value in Europe and the US,
Exactly.
but it is actually an experience that people are paying for. So these sky vaults, having your cars going up in private elevators into your penthouses, the sky pools, exclusive club memberships. You have a concierge who remembers everything about you when you walk into the apartments. These are the things, the private marinas where you can park your own boats and things like that. That is the difference that you are seeing in the lifestyle here, and that's another magnet why the rich people in the world want to come here and buy a home. Even if they're not relocating, they need a second home or a signature home in Dubai. So the concept of luxury in Dubai is future oriented. It is based on experiences, technology, sophisticated design, rare materials being used, a rare type of investment, which is very, very different to the concept of luxury, which is largely historical in the Western world.
Exactly. And this is something I want to say to all the agents out there in the market. When a client, and a lot of clients I personally heard say, oh, this city has no soul, Dubai is fake, what do you have? You don't have the history of Europe. Like when you go to an old city, like let's say Austria, London, Belgium, and you see all of those historical buildings, they actually take it into the conversation and they complain about that not being available in Dubai. And you just gave us the answer. The answer is the future. The luxury here is our future, not because we're 50 years old, let's say, sum it up as in years. We're not very old as a country or as a city, but we have the future here. So based on that perception, what makes you choose, let's say, a luxury product? Let's say in real estate, okay? An apartment. What makes it luxury in your opinion?
Again, like I mentioned earlier, the luxury is perception.
Okay, so
But
for you, let's
for me,
talk about that.
it is the experience that I'm going to get. When I come into buying what is perceived as being an expensive product, it isn't just the finished quality. I might have a specific kind of wood being used. I might have bamboo, a certain kind of fragrance that has been brought from the 5 forests of the world. All of these are the experiences. I'm not putting my money into it because of that table or the fragrances. I'm putting my money into it because when you walk into a building, it's the only building on the planet that can give you that kind of a fragrance. It's the experiences. When you buy an AP as a watch, I don't buy it to read the time.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
You don't buy an AP to read the time.
When you
can read it on the phone.
100%. Or I've got assistants. I just look at them and say, oh, what's the time now? And they're going to tell me. I've got walking clocks with me. I don't need an AP for that. When you drive into the lobby of a hotel or a building, sorry?
This should be like a coat. You don't buy an AP to read the time.
Well, they're not paid me for it, so they can't use it. Okay. Now, so you drive in a Rolls Royce, people stop having conversations. They turn and look at you. There is a respect. There is a certain positioning and a social demand that comes automatically to you, a status demand. And that's the reason I bought the Rolls Royce. I can always argue there are better performing cars than those. But I'm not buying the car for its performance. I'm buying the car for the exclusivity and the status that it gives me. This is how it is even with luxury real estate. Luxury real estate, if you're going to be trying to sell it because you got this expensive brand in there, the kitchen appliances, the best taps in the world and all of that, listen, that is not going to be attractive 1 week later to me.
Okay.
But what is always going to be attracting people to me is the iconic signature that they come to and the experiences that they are going to get when they are living in that villa, island, mansion, penthouse, whatever it may be. It is the experiences, it is the sophistication, it is the technology that they have access to. It is the building being responding to them when they walk into their apartments because of AI being put today. The smart technologies are in there. I am walking in for those experiences, not the quality of the furniture.
Yeah, that's actually a more realistic approach to it. But do you think actually the developers in Dubai today are focusing on that or are delivering that to us?
Okay,
Or will be?
I believe the experience is through the marketing, it's through the positioning of the product, and it's up to the salespeople to be explaining it. What I see happening in a lot of the developer offices is they are focusing on the quality of the material, the design, the finish, the brands that are being used. They're focusing a lot on that. Now, while that is important, it means nothing to me until you tell me now what this means to you is.
Okay.
So I need to see the benefit of having that expensive thing in my penthouse or in my mansion. If you simply show me that we're using the best quality wood on the planet, that we are actually filtering airs using systems that are being employed by NASA, and we bring that technology into your homes. Okay, so what's the value add to me on that? So the luxury is that experience. So if you're only talking about the brands, the furnishings, the fit outs, then those are the features that you're talking about. Even in a basic apartment, you never sell features, you sell the benefits. So what does this mean for me? That's the experience I'm looking for. That's what I want to buy. So if they really want to promote the luxury, they should promote the lifestyle, the exclusivity, the scarcity, and the actual experience is the signature standout position that I will be in because I'm in that community.
Okay, so based on this, I think you would really, really enjoy what I am working on in my development. That's another topic because I am the one who says, if you want to brand something, I need to see the added value that you're adding to my life when you're using that brand. So I personally, just a note, I don't believe in grandeur branding. So general labeling. Like I don't want to buy a house that is branded, for example, by Fendi. Fendi is an example here. What's Fendi doing in the house? Or Bentley house? What is it, the added value in my house? I believe in customized details that deliver more value and more experience, as you just said. So I agree with you. But I don't think today we have those aspects in our developments in Dubai. We still have a long, long way to go for all of those billionaires who are relocating to us exclusively or to Singapore, for example. We saw last time 142,000 of millionaires and billionaires are moving to us.
This year, yep.
So what are we going to give them? I don't see that happening until 2027. We don't have that being delivered yet. So what do you think the future of our super luxury segment is going to be?
Okay, look, as an industry in real estate, we're 24 years old. We started in the year 2000. So we're like an infant on the real estate global stage.
Okay.
So we haven't yet gone where the others have gone before. And the past is not going to teach us. Because like I mentioned earlier, the concept of luxury, the added value is seen in a historical way where the premium and the value goes up because of the longevity, aristocracies associated with the nobilities and things like that. We don't have that option here. Neither are we looking to the past. We're looking to the future. So it is a huge discovery model even for us.
Okay.
So what we are trying to do is we're looking at what you could get in the amount you're paying in those places, and we are now showing you at literally 1/3, 1/4 the amount. What are we going to give you that you could never get in any of those cities, because we are about the future. So a lot of it, I believe, will come as feedback. When people come and they meet us in our sales centers, the correct attitude of the developers is to listen carefully to these people and the kind of feedback or the questions that they are asking, because your future developments have to become step-ups or evolutions on the existing concept of what we have as luxury. So I would say that this whole industry, especially the luxury, the super luxury segment, which really caught imagination post-COVID. It was there in smaller bits before, but really caught it post-COVID, is now learning. It is evolving. So there's going to be more and more of these coming. Very, very imaginative, because Dubai builds its luxury on innovation, sophisticated design, quality of life, longevity, access, everything at your fingertips, AI, extremely personalized kind of services. And I actually know a developer here. I don't want to promote any developer, but they offer 2 concierge services in their product. Now, that is unheard of anywhere. Everyone has a concierge service, and the concierge does the typical thing that concierges do. But they have a second concierge who's called a longevity concierge.
Wow, that's interesting. Tell me more.
When you walk into the building as a resident or an owner, they sit with you and they plan the longevity of your life. So they actually give you plans on how you can improve your health. They set up the programs for you. It could be for your wife, for your kids. Imagine when you have
it's like a health consultant, right?
Yes, and you have old parents, and you want to prolong their life. So this concierge actually explains why the dynamics of how that building has been created actually expands on your life and improves quality. So you have a longevity concierge, unheard of before. So the sky is literally the limit for us as to where things are coming. I know a developer who actually puts positive charges into water, so the water heals you. You dive into the swimming pool and you hear in the languages of the residents in the tower, I love you. They speak positive because water carries memories.
Of course. I've read that research.
Yes.
When you talk positively to the water, the molecular formula of it changes.
So water carries memories. So all the water that they use in their entire tower, even when it's running into the pipes of the building, they are actually changing the charge in the waters.
Positively charged.
They are actually improving the memory of the water. And because you have to understand, as humans, we are literally almost 80% water. So which is another reason why we have to be very careful how we speak into ourselves. Speak luxury, even in words, into your own life, and you become that sort of a person. So here is a developer now who's thinking in terms of giving those kind of experiences. You don't buy into that building because they have a 25-meter pool. You buy into it. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. The luxury and the perception of luxury. It has to, see, luxury is a story. Okay, it's inspiration. When you want to sell luxury in Dubai now and in the future, you need storytellers in your sales teams. You don't need information givers, because in any case, 95% of the information you give, people are going to forget it by the time they reach the elevator.
No one remembers that.
100%, but they will remember the experiences.
Why we have PDF files.
Yeah, and I can bet anything on this that when people watch this podcast and leave it, they will remember the longevity concierge and the memory of water, because it's the story.
I'm taking this to my office.
It's the story.
I'm using this story. It's a good selling point. But I really think that the world is testing us, because when you are on a regular basis with agents, you hear the objections from them directly, and some of them don't know how to handle it. Like when someone from outside comes to you and really is, no, this is not going to happen, you're way too much, you're really going to the moon in your head. I personally believe in Dubai because we've been here for years and years and years. We've seen it happening. We are top believers of the city and we vouch for it. But what do we say to those who are waiting for us, expecting our results in the upcoming 2 to 3 years?
Okay, are you talking about the salespeople or the clients?
The clients.
Okay, it's very simple. I'm just going to go with the words that you used me, right?
Yes.
See, you guys are going to the moon in your heads.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to go to the moon because you guys have been living on Earth all this time in your heads. It's time to go someplace else, and it's getting very crowded in your heads. So I would like to go up there.
Guys, record that.
Okay. Again, no, but let's get into this seriously. I believe that the personality of the salesperson has to resonate with the personality of the product and the personality of the buyer. If they are not in sync, something is going to go wrong. So if I am a salesperson selling a futuristic product, a very high-end luxury product, I don't have to be the centimillionaire, but I can be that in here. in my thinking. This is where the responsibility of the developers come up, because I honestly believe when a developer or an owner of a company creates what he believes to an iconic product, he knows why it is. That needs to be articulated and brought to the teams. You need to create a team of people who feel expensive in their own thinking and have the sense of pride when they can talk about. They need to resonate with that building and what it's going to do to your life. If they cannot do that, then they wouldn't even be in a position to answer the questions, which are justified questions, because when our luxury models are future-oriented models, I don't expect someone who associates luxury with the past to be able to understand it. Now, that is my job as the salesperson, to be able to open the windows and allow him to look out and join me in that dream. There was a time when little children sat and stared up at the moon. Today they walk on it. That is important. So the storytelling power has to come in, because you're talking about the future. When you try and use facts about the future, people will question it because the fact hasn't been proven yet. But stories engage imagination, and it goes beyond our critical filters, and people can travel with us. Why would someone go and watch a movie like Avatar or a Transformers when it hasn't happened yet?
It doesn't make sense in reality.
Yes, but logical people, educated people will spend hundreds of millions of dollars worldwide and go into theaters and be fully engaged in a futuristic opportunity.
Without judging it.
Absolutely.
Because we like storytelling.
We need to understand that ourselves. We are the city of the future. The responsibility is ours to help them to understand. And if I have a very average sales guy comes up who's going to present it as a 5-bedroom penthouse, that is not going to work.
You walked right into the next question.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, actually, do you think we have those representatives today in the market? We're judgmental creatures. Let's take that for granted and as a fact. Okay, we cannot shut down our judgment or our critical thinking when we meet someone. And let's pretend I'm a client and I see one of the average agents with all my respect to the amazing ones. I see an average person, salesperson, and they're not really giving it to me. They're not really here luxury. I don't mean the bag they carry. I don't mean the car they drive. I mean their personality, their knowledge. Do you think we have those people in the market?
I would have to say yes, but not a lot of them.
Okay,
because again, you have to understand the personality of the market or the personality of the players in the market is a product of the personality of the product that you're bringing in. So the market, the salespeople in there, the sales centers in there, the experience centers you go into are as a result of what I'm trying to sell. So when we have been selling largely luxury, but not the ultra luxury or the next level. When we've been selling affordable luxury, you are going to see centers and sales teams and strategies built around that type of product. So now when you're starting to see a new element come into the market, it will take a little bit of time, but you will start seeing many of these people showing up, which is not to say that some of them are not here already. We have some amazing salespeople and we have some who need to be out of the market. I have always said it.
Figuratively speaking.
100% they need to be out of the market. They don't even know why they wake up in the morning. But then there are those who know why they wake up. They want to be part of the brand Dubai. They want to make a difference. These are the people who will make the effort to elevate themselves because a completely new type of client has just showed up. So you will see these sort of people. Some of them are already there. They could not actually demonstrate that value of theirs because the product wasn't there.
Okay.
But it is there now. So this responsibility, I believe, must rest primarily with the developer. Primarily. Why? Whose product is it? It's yours. You believe in it. Have you checked the belief levels of your teams? Have you checked the belief, the quality of how they pitch and present it to the brokers in the market? If you create the concept and you sit there and you expect that the market is going to get it, the mother knows the baby the best.
Definitely.
So it starts with them. Part of your responsibility in bringing that high-end luxury product, expecting a lot of money to be paid up, part of your responsibility is ensuring that you create the teams that can correctly deliver the messages on this product and the marketing that attracts the right kind of brokers who can present it. That responsibility is yours. You cannot avoid it.
I like that. I want to ask you something now, just real estates and numbers. From an investment point of view, we see the market now is more going towards branded residences, focusing on luxury. For investors, what does that really mean for their value of money? Because we see everyone sometimes, oh, this is too expensive, without them understanding the value of the money they are putting in this expensive, as they think, product. What does that mean for them in the future? Let's say I'm buying something luxury, something branded. Why am I going to gain more money going into the future instead of investing, let's say, an apartment in JVC, for example?
Understood. Okay. Have you ever seen anyone walk into a Lamborghini showroom and say, "Why is your car so expensive?"
No, no one has the audacity or
To even do that, right?
Yeah.
It's an insult to the brand. That's because the
Exactly.
brand has proven itself on its performance. Okay. So to come back to this here, if I am expecting to sell this product as an investor, my investor should understand who is my client for this. I'm not taking these ultra high end luxury products because I want to get returns on investment. That is the wrong way to do it, because if I want to get return on investment, I will probably get it better on another product. So what's the reason you're really looking to buy? Are you looking to buy high ROIs, or are you looking to buy a signature lifestyle that goes beyond the comprehension of most people? What's the reason you're actually looking to buy?
Okay.
This is what you want to look for. Now, you will find the millionaires and the billionaires of the world, they're not going to rent, they're going to own. So when they come in to buy, they're coming in to own. You might get one or a multinational company comes in here, they want a top of the line 2 million dirham rental home, 5 million dirham rental home. How many of those would come into the
No,
market?
that's occasional.
Yes. So to build your market or your strategy, hoping for that, you're going to hurt yourself. So that market is meant for people who want the iconic lifestyles, who want to make a statement about who they are, or who want to pick up these trophy assets around the world in key destinations, because it just adds to the whole perception of value in their life. It's aspirational. These products are aspirational. I don't buy this as an investment which I will get through returns. I buy it for my experience. ROI is what I'm looking for in here. Yes, it will also appreciate. That wasn't the reason I bought it. If I wanted that, I would have taken my 40 million, 50 million, 100 million, and I put it into stock or AI today, and I would have got a bigger return. So I don't buy these for that concept of return.
Now, what about you? What would you invest in?
Me today?
Yeah. If I
AI.
give you like AI.
No, 100%. It is the
Wow.
future. It is the
Okay.
future of the world.
You once mentioned to me that
Yes.
now we're the only country that has
a chief AI
Yes.
officer in every single government department. Secondly, we know it's in the history of the world, anything that is new or relatively new has the highest performance capability. AI is going to keep evolving, and the AI that we have now will be useless 10 years from now.
definitely it's still a baby, basically.
However, in the next 10 years, the magic of AI is going to pay me back 100 times. So if I don't see this, then I'm in trouble. I've already got real estate investments and I'm happy with what I have, but I know that there are other industries also that today are giving me returns. Purely if I look at it as an investor, I'm going to pick the industry that gives me the highest return for every dollar that I put into it. It could be a luxury yacht. But
you need to teach me more about this.
I am going to understand. It's very simple. Listen, I'm an investor. I have $1 here and I have $1 here. I can put this dollar into X type of product and I can make a 10%, 12%, 15%. I can take this dollar and put it into Y type of product. I can make 22%. If I've got my business brains on, this is the place I'll go. You show me a hut in the desert that will give me 20%, I will take it.
And it is for sure, there is very low risk over there. I mean, in the AI industry.
So AI is where I see a lot of investment going in the future. I would look at education. I would look into in technology. I would look into building thinking economies. That is what Sheikh Mohammed is doing with the education agenda, the E33. He wants Dubai to be one of the top 10 student resident cities in the world. We are building thinking economies, intellectual capital for the future. He wants to have 50% of our students as foreign students coming in. He wants to have the largest education and innovation conferences in the world to be held in Dubai. The future thinking capacity of the world will come out of Dubai. Because the historical intelligences we have, the historical assets that we operated with are not going to get us into the future. So this is the vision that we have. So I can see these as huge areas to invest in. I will still invest in the real estate because I can't live in AI. I still need this amazing home to park my car. So
you
again,
cannot live in your NFT or AI.
100%. So I can put my hundreds of millions into that. But I want a home that equally matches who I am, my personality, my style, and the statement that I want to make.
What does that mean in real estate world today? As an example.
The personality, the style, the statement.
What would you choose? Where would you live?
Truthfully, I wouldn't answer that question. And let me tell you why, Taya. Okay, as someone who promotes the entire industry, okay, I really wouldn't want to highlight one area. I'm going to have people calling me tomorrow saying, "Hey, why didn't you talk about our area?" I mean, how could you do something like that to us?
Dubai Islands.
Okay. So that is something I would say.
No, really. Without mentioning names, describe a luxurious home for you, including the experience.
Okay, again, that's intensely personal, right? To everyone, it's intensely personal. A luxury home is where I get the feeling that I am in the top 1% in that city.
Okay.
So
do you feel that way?
Where? Right now? I haven't invested in that. I feel that way, not in the homes I'm investing in, but I feel that way in everything that I do. Otherwise, I do believe I am in that top 1% without being arrogant, because I know the quality of the information I have, the quality of the research, the intent behind it, and the statement I make on behalf of our government, the city, as well as everyone who wants to come in here. We are well-intentioned people, but we also want to be honest and bring out Dubai is well-intentioned. Dubai wants to be number one. That means in luxury homes, we have to be number one. If you look at the numbers just 2 years ago, just the $10 million and above homes, we were number one on the planet. We sold 411 homes in the $10 million and above. New York and London combined, we sold 434 homes. And Dubai and London combined sold 451 homes.
You mean
They were
New York and London?
And New York and London. They were 17 homes more. Two of the best cities in the world, two of the most prominent players on the global stage, two of the richest cities in the world sold 17 homes more than a 24-year-old city in the desert.
And it's just a small area.
Oh, absolutely.
We're making history.
We're only starting. We're only starting.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
So based on that, you don't really have favorite things.
No,
favorite brands?
No, I don't have any favorite brands. If you ask me what is my favorite watch brand, I can't tell you that. It's not about that. I'm not a materialistically driven person.
If I want to buy you a gift, what do I buy?
Nothing. Just take my message to the rest of the city and help our boys do a great job in selling. That's the biggest gift you can give me. Why do you think I spend all my time on these podcasts and making the videos to elevate the standards in Dubai?
This is so beautiful. This got me so emotional, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's the gift. For me, the joys are in the experience that I have. Someone can get that experience in a Breitling watch the same way someone would get it in the AP. Because we all don't sit on the same levels in life. Joy cannot be, you can't put the price tag to joy because it's a feeling and an emotion. There is nothing that says that the guy who bought the AP, the quality of his joy is higher than the quality of the joy of the person who just put his hard-earned money and bought a Breitling.
You're actually right. I wish, listen, we live in a flashy society, flashy city. Everything is branded. People are competing to look better, to show that they have more things. And to say that from you, of course, you don't have any favorite brand is something actually that I wouldn't say it shocked me, but I didn't hear that ever before. Like when you ask someone, hey, what is your favorite brand? They start listing names. No one says my favorite thing is adding value or the joy or the happiness or represent me in the market?
Look, it's very simple. I want to change the world one person at a time. Now, I don't have anything against, and I don't even say it is wrong. People can be drawn to the good things in life, the quality things. They want to buy, they want to walk around with their Birkins and all of that. I'm fine with that. I don't have an issue with that. But there is no way you can turn around and say, because I carry a Birkin, my level of satisfaction and happiness is higher than yours. There's no way you can equate that. Okay, to you, that brings you the happiness, and God bless you for that. To the other person, that brought equal joy and happiness. And there's no price tag to that. So that is the reason why I'm saying people at different levels look for premium nature, right? I could get an amazing coffee even in a Starbucks today at a 17 dirhams. But I'll pay 130 dirhams at the Burj Al Arab because when I drive in, I come in a Rolls Royce. I'll have plumes of fire that will go up. I'll have this amazing hostess with a nice little slit in the on the side walk me over to a table and engage with me. I am not paying for the coffee. The coffee in Starbucks probably tastes better.
Actually, it does. And they have
I'm
even
paying
gold
for
in
the experience. I'm paying for those plumes of fire as I come through that. Starbucks can't do that. You'll have the civil defense show up. Okay. So it's a different thing. So the guy who comes to buy the coffee in Starbucks doesn't mind standing in line even if there is 2 or 3 people in front of him. But the first sip of his coffee gave him what he came for. The other person who went to the Burj Al Arab paid for the experience, not really the coffee.
You actually described the real event that happened with me. Last year, I did a fuss to go to Burj Al Arab and try this favorite cappuccino gold. It was a frenzy on the media. Everyone was talking about it. So we went there. We ordered the gold cappuccino. And actually, the capsule lavazza that I have in my office tastes better. So it wasn't really, I'm not shading the cappuccino, okay? But it's the experience. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. And after I was done, I'm like, okay, now we really need to go to a Starbucks because I need a proper cappuccino. One with no gold, with no metal. So I agree with you. It's a part of the experience.
Yeah, it always has to be the experiences. And that is why I know I interrupted you. I'm sorry for that. But
okay,
I think this city, the developers, the premium brand promoters need to understand, sell the experience, promote the experience, not just what you have put, not just what you have put into your penthouses. Sell the experience. That is the reason I'm putting my money. I'm putting my 100 million not because you got tables and chairs in there which are fancy.
Okay.
I'm putting it in there because of the experience, the signature, the status, the respect I can command, the standout club that I would belong to because I bought into this.
Okay.
Sell that.
The elite part.
Absolutely.
So to sum it up, it's the developer's responsibility to bring the level of experience and value into their development so those millionaires who are coming to us and already are coming to us have something to buy and a place to stay. It's the agent's responsibility to be able to represent that level of lifestyle and luxury and love the city they belong in. But what will happen to those who don't in the upcoming 2 years? Like, let's say 2027 is here now, handovers happen, we have 100,000 of agents, 100,000, but not all of them are registered.
Illegal ones, yeah.
Yeah, illegal ones. Where will they go?
Who, they?
Yeah.
They'll take a desk job.
Desk job.
Because they're not meant to be in this industry.
Okay.
So either you shape up or you ship out. Okay. It's always going to be that way. The world is moving forward. You need to come into the future. So yes, you're right. The developers do have the responsibility. Who's getting the money? It's them, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so
they're getting the commission.
Show up not just with product. Show up and responsibly position the product. The brokers, you're being paid for it as well. Yes, so you have the responsibility to present it correctly. Those who do not want to have responsibility and don't want to take accountability are going to be out. Today there is AI that is driving people nuts. It was like a face-to-face thing with brokers, and I actually made them go on their phones, get into ChatGPT, and in 2 seconds show them how much they could get as
From this app.
information instead of spending 10 hours or 2 weeks to search on the internet with limited access to resources, and in 2 seconds they got it. Now, what is even more dangerous about that is the client experience. Because 4 years ago, when we did not have the AI, I'm sitting in China, India, UK, the US. I could only rely on traditional means of getting the information and the experience of boys in the market.
Which is our agents.
So I was limited to the access. Today, I can sit in New York, put the same question on ChatGPT. In 2 seconds, I've got everything about it, and I get onto the plane and come here more informed than you as the salesperson.
It happened to one of the agents I deal with. She texted me telling me, hey, even though I had not mentioned to her what I'm working on. Like, I didn't even tell her that this company is open, I'm selling luxury, nothing. She texted me, my client wanted a sales offer for this unit in this project. I'm like, Villa del Divos, I never told you about it. How did you know? Did you come to the event? She's like, no, my client is the one who asked me because he searched on ChatGPT. What are the branded residences on Dubai Islands? I'm not promoting myself. I'm just giving an example. And the list came to him, Rexus, Villa del Divos. And he's like, oh, I like the name. That's how he knew about my project. He've never heard of us. And she doesn't even know about it.
Correct.
So yes. So this will take a lot of people out of job, basically.
Well,
is that a scary notion?
No, it's not a scary notion. It will take them out of the job because they took themselves out of the job.
Okay, so they removed their personal touch from the whole
100%.
sales approach.
Either that, not only the personal touch, they never wanted to make the effort to even understand. I tell so many salespeople today, I said, you have a meeting with a client today, you've done the qualification, don't just show up with the brochure and the knowledge. Before you go for the meeting, get onto ChatGPT, put your prompts correctly. I am meeting this millionaire who's the CEO of a technology company from New York.
Okay.
He is a left-brain person in how he thinks. He has got no history of buying in Dubai. He's showing interest in this community. What should be my approach? What are the USPs about this community that would be attractive to a left-brain CEO from New York? How should I position? Just ask the question. It'll take you a minute to type it, 2 seconds to get the answer. Walk in like a champion. But no, they just want to walk in the way they are, and then they're upset when the client doesn't buy from them or if AI is going to get them out of the market. AI is not there just for the client. AI is there for you also.
Wow, this is mind-blowing. Like, imagine someone actually giving you a script to go say it in front of someone. It's like having the questions of the exam before actually doing the exam.
Yeah,
and they still fail.
Yeah.
They just don't like to listen. I've seen that happen again. I sometimes have this personal conversation with a lot of groups of salespeople. And I'm like, guys, I gave you the book of the 2040 vision. Did you read it?
Okay, let me give you an example. We're talking luxury today, right?
Yeah.
The word luxury, where does it come from? I know I'm not going to get the answer, but ChatGPT helped me. I just checked what is the origin of the word luxury.
That's a beautiful question.
Yeah.
And why did it come to your mind?
Because I'm curious and I want to know everything about what I do. When you really love what you do,
Wow.
think of when you're in love with someone. You want to know everything about that person, and finding out is not a job, it's a joy. And how did luxury evolve from the ancient Roman times? Because that's where the word came, luxus.
Oh.
Okay, and from luxus, what did luxury mean to those Romans? It was lavish indulgences, these huge banquets, the sprawling villas, and the silks that they used to wear in those days. But then when you came into the Middle Ages, aristocracies started coming, and Europe actually expanded. It became refined elegance that came in. They went into fine textured products. So it started to change. It was not these lavish displays and opulent feasts. It went into more refined displays, and all influenced by culture. Coming into the 21st century, luxury is being defined by exotic experiences, those rare opportunities leading into the future. So luxury by itself is changing. Cultures
Depends on the year and in the time.
Yeah, cultures will always impact luxury. If you go back many, many years ago, spices and silks were considered luxury.
Exactly. Now
Today
it's the
they are
experience.
commonplace. Absolutely.
It's the experience. That's a very, very interesting story. Like, where luxury. I'm going to delete this part from the podcast, keep it to myself, and go show up. Like, do you know where luxury comes from? Do you know where the word came from? And I'm like, you don't know. I know I'm not going to get the answer. That's a very good point. But really, luxury is evolving. I personally will take that out of our conversation today, something new for myself. I agree with it. It is shaped based on what we need, what we are looking for. So today we need the experience. Today we need the future. So that's what we will be hopefully bringing to the market.
I will add one more thing before you wrap up.
Yeah.
Okay. Luxury is a concept. Luxury is an experience that you want to give people, right?
Okay.
I think in Dubai, all of us need to be echoing that in everything we do. As a city, our leader shows up, his way of thinking is luxury. It's an experience just to listen to him. You don't have leaders on the planet that think that way. He's building a city. We want to be number one in the world. We want to have the best taxation policies. We want to have the best airport in the world. We want the best ecosystem for business. We want the best communities. We want the best brands in here. We want the best lifestyle quality in here. Why shouldn't we be giving the best real estate experiences, red carpet real estate experiences? Why should we be different from the entire echo of the message of the city of Dubai?
We have no right to do that, actually.
100%.
And when I say it to some people, they take it in a rude way, but I'm okay with being rude with someone who's not good enough to actually present what I want to sell personally. Because when you want to sell luxury, you have to be the face of that. And I say it on a regular basis. Some people just get attacked by it because they know deep inside that they don't...
They'll probably even attack you in this podcast, in the comments.
No, it's okay. They can attack me, but I want the best for us.
Yeah, but
I love this city so much that
Yes.
I want it to be at the top of everything.
You know, the people who are premium, the brokers, salespeople who are top-notch, they will understand.
Exactly.
They're not the ones who are going to comment anyway.
No, they're the ones who's going to say,
They
yes, you
appreciate
are
it.
right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So thank you so much. This was very amazing for me personally, and for the viewers. I'm sure they will learn a lot from all the info you gave us. It's good to dive into your brain. I want to do that more often.
And don't delete anything. Give it to them.
I don't promise. The luxury part, I'm not sure I will keep it. It's up to the producer. We will talk like in the...
I will have to do a separate podcast for the world on the concept of luxury.
This is what Taya deleted from the podcast. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you, Taya.
I
for
hope
having me.
everyone really enjoyed, and you will see us very soon with another topic, with another guest. Looking forward to talking to you, Mr. A Talks with Taya. Bye-bye.